Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Here we have the Mercedes-Benz E220d on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it. From the outside you can see it's a four-door car with alloy wheels. I'm going to start off inside the boot area of the vehicle first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that from the tailgate or from the key. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in, and as I mentioned, we'll run through some controls. Now that we've done a full circle of it though, you can see, particularly for its age, it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the speedometer. We've also got the fuel gauge, and it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we are in park at the moment. Over on the right-hand side, we have the rev counter. And then in the centre, you can see the total miles. They're 87,829. You can change the information that's displayed in there, should you wish to, using a button on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. So you can go through any of this information that you wish to have displayed there. So, for example, you can have your satellite navigation there if you wish to. The button in question is just here, and it works by sliding your thumb across it. So you can see, you can push it in, you can go back to the top, and you can swipe across to any of those menus. And you'll notice we have the same button available on the left-hand side. That button is for the main screen, which we'll come to in just a moment. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus paddles, so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And over into the center, the main screen. And as I said, you can use exactly the same button to slide across to any of these menus you wish to. You can come back to the home screen, which is what we're on at the minute. You can access, for example, your satellite navigation. As you can see, with regards to the display, massive, and for reference, that's my hand, a massive color display. You can use the button that I was just talking about, but you can also use the controls just here. So you can use this pad, again, to move around. You can use this wheel, and you can get back to the home screen from there as well. So using the wheel, you can access any of these. So you've got your radio, AM, FM and DAB, your media player. If we push the button down, you can see we've got Bluetooth audio available to us there. So once you paired your phone, you can stream your music wirelessly. If I pop the vehicle into reverse, you can also see the full color reversing camera and a visual guide on that right hand side to the parking sensors themselves. Working our way down from there, we have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature down or up from here. Same with the driver's side and the fan speed. All adjustments, as you make them, will show on the main display, including the direction of the air just here. You can see fan speed and the temperatures will all show there. When you're happy with those settings, air conditioning's on at the minute, so you can turn that off. Back on again. You can recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly, depending on the temperatures you've set, of course. Or hit auto. The car will now maintain the temperatures you've asked for, which you can hear it doing in the background by taking control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. Any manual adjustment will allow you to override auto and put it back into your own settings. Below that, we have some physical buttons for, say, the satellite navigation, radio, media. So there is loads of ways to access and control your main screen. In here, we have the key sitting there at the moment, two cup holders, some storage, plenty of storage in fact, and a 12-volt charging socket as well. The controls I went through just a moment ago. We have the main volume for the stereo. This button turns the stereo itself on and off. And then over on the left-hand side, we have controls for the driving setup of the car. You can turn your parking sensors on and off. We have controls for the parking camera, and you can turn off the stop and start for the vehicle as well. Last thing I wanted to mention are the twin sunroofs. We have a button up here. As you can see, that will open up the sunblind, both front and rear for the car. And you can then open this rear sunroof as a full tilt and slide, as you can see, and that lets in a huge amount of extra air to the car. Last thing I want to talk about is the paperwork we have for the car. So firstly, in that envelope is the spare key, so 2 keys in total. You can see the V5 registration document just there, and then the service book with services for 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, and over the page 2024. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour of the car, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.